Howdy there, folks. I am back, and yeah, if it looks like I'm about to start a new campaign, it's because I am. And the reason is that the latest dev patch update made the previous campaign unplayable, which is too bad. I was into it, but it was weird. But anyways, so that's kind of where things are at now. So this is going to be the new campaign. Again, we're doing a CSA campaign. I think that's where the challenge is. I don't like giving the AI more than mediocre difficulty, because then it's just the numbers thing is just playing in the background working against you. But I don't mind them being very aggressive, so I've gone with that. In terms of policies, I've tried to go for like the mid-tier, not the worst and not the best. I think a policy of disunion is good. I understand why other people don't like it, but I think for the kind of defensive playstyle that I would theoretically like to do, I know in practice I don't do it. Slaves to the West is okay. Slavery to the West is okay. It does open up some recruitment opportunities, some trade. And speaking of things going west into the Pacific, we're also going to take Southern Pacific. Of course, I was thinking about maybe arms agents, maybe industrialization. You know, why not? I think you make a strong case for Kansas as a slave state, but I don't think it's quite as good as the Apostles of Disunion. But anyways, that's how I'm going to... Oh, wait. Got to turn feuds on. Yeah, and so I'm going to go in there. I'm going to load it up. One of the benefits of doing it this way is that the economy update, I think, came at just the beginning of the previous campaign. And while I understood the basics of it, there were some things I also didn't understand, and I did gain some experience both on video and off, and hopefully that experience will make this playthrough, which I do hope to include more campaign-level stuff, make this playthrough a little bit more informative and a little bit higher quality. Here we're getting the history, well, the kind of, you know, historical fiction of the campaign. I also set the unions to random, so I don't know. Well, I think I set everybody's to random, or at least I tried to. But we'll see what they actually come up with here. All right, so we're in here. It is February 23rd. I've gone with military 1 because I learned from the last playthrough that like it's really your military subsidies you want. That's not, well, here we go on finances. So politics is like, okay, I don't know that I need to start with the +1, but I am. Economy I found was not that useful last time, but I'm wondering, there are some uses for it, and since I don't think I'm going to go hard in the paint early on, I think keeping the slider up means that I'll fall behind by less than if I wait until later to go into this. Agriculture, industry, military, all those are important, and diplomacy I've just turned all the way down. So for now, there's going to be quite a bit of waiting. Actually, this would be an opportunity to find out what policies they took. What do I got to click on for that? Here we go. So, right, this is slavery to the West, Apostles of Disunion, Southern Pacific. They got breadbasket, it's not bad. Enforced neutrality, meh. And Underground Railroad. I wonder if those are the historical policies. But I really can't remember off the top of my head. It's been a while, but I am going to play this super fast, yeah. So we're not going to worry too much about that. One of the things I do want to see is if we can start ordering weapons. But I don't really like... Well, actually, that's not true. I like these, but I guess I can't order them because... Well, there are reasons somewhere, I guess. But I think it's because I haven't researched them. I haven't researched anything. By researched, I mean paid for them with subsidies through projects. So I think I'm going to put you on pause, and I'm going to run through a lot of time and bring you back when it's a little bit more developed. All right, so no big surprise, I don't think, that eventually the Civil War came, and here it is. So, all right, we got it. Military 1 is done. Agriculture 1 is done. I was going to do industry, but they already started doing Militia Act 1 for me, so Militia Act 1 is going to run through. After that, I don't know, maybe Militia Act 2, maybe Military 2, although I think Industry 1 should also be done as well. Not too, I think 1-year contract should be good enough. So I'm going to wait till that's done. I'm going to start recruiting. In terms of overall money we have, ironclad gunboats. See, legacy rifles is... It's getting kind of close. Reborn muskets is probably the one I'll do now. I mean, I know it sets me back from getting the other ones, but I'm going to go ahead and do that. And so that they actually show up in this campaign, we got to go here, and then we got to go to Reborn muskets, and then we got to order. Cost of order 2,000. Well. Okay, so that's going to take a long time to get. That's not even particularly quick, but 100 days, 3 months from now, April, May, June. I'm sure we'll need them though. I'm cheap, whatever. We'll put in for those, and yeah, I gotta go. Well, we have all these things on. I guess it is time to start recruiting. I think one of the other lessons I learned I'm gonna take with me this time around. Let's see what kind of total numbers we got here. See, we only have 20,000 volunteers off the bat. Like, I think we need to wait a little while here until we get a few more volunteers out. But one of the other things I was going to say is to try to promote the people you don't want killed. Why is this starting off as the Union? Try to promote them high enough that they're not going to get killed in battle. Because I lost Albert Sidney Johnson so early in the last campaign, and I feel like it happened in the campaign before that as well. And you know, it's a real bummer to lose someone, you know, someone you could lead that early on. We should take a look at the finances too, just to see what we're doing. Right, 2.5 million on an annualized basis of subsidies to the military. The economy is what it is there. Right now, let's see. Subsidies are costing us 8 million. I mean, it's a pretty big cost. I don't know what they mean by. Oh, okay. So it's costing me 12 million. That's what they're trying to tell me. All right, that's fine. There is no Navy upkeep. All right, it's fine to know. But I think we're just gonna fast forward here until we get some units. So we're already borrowing. See, now the interest rates is one of the things that's different from the last campaign, where I think the early loans are like 4.5% or something like that, which actually seemed pretty low. I mean, that means people think it was a pretty safe bet that early, and 8.5% makes more sense. Seems a bit more realistic. So, anyways, we have that going on. I think because all of their soldiers are going to be on. What are we doing here? All right. Not that much has passed. I mean, it's still May 5th, but kind of just assembling armies in different sectors, and it's still the kind of 3 basic sectors, which is the one over here in the east. Here, we'll move Porterfield. I've sent a lot of units just back to replenish. This one in the center here, it is just going to be a long... Gotta have a quicker way to do this. Here. Maybe that'll do it. And I don't know. I would probably move Beauregard there and just see what we can do with that. But most of this force here is not really a force. Yeah, like 88 men is correct because there are just so many of these brigades that don't make any sense. And it looks like there's a bug, which is that they say they're on 36-month contracts. I don't know if that's just the Missouri State Guard. I guess I should check the others to see... Yeah, I guess it's just the Missouri. How about the Missouri State Guard? Because they're on 12-month, which is right. Army of Tennessee, 12-month. Yeah. So that, I guess it's just the Missouri State Guard, but I don't know. I mean, you can get 4 full brigades once those guys arrive, but I don't know when they're going to arrive, because now that I think about it, the pickings out here are real slim. 31 days they say they're going to be back. I don't know about that. That seems very ambitious. But yeah, I'm kind of expecting an early attack over here. I don't know why, but it just kind of seems like what the AI might do. I know we're underpowered because I did eventually send Jackson back. I was like, well, you know, if we're just gonna hang out anyways and wait for our other troops to show up, we might as well try this. But it is still kind of a waiting game. The army here in St. Louis is quite large. I don't know how quickly Price is going to get his stuff back together. The bigger force is definitely McCullough, but he's still waiting on all his troops to show up. Now, having ordered those 10,000 reboard muskets earlier, I'm kind of thinking that the problem isn't that I did that; it's that I didn't order enough. I mean, I can equip one brigade, it looks like, with Mississippi's. We know... I don't know what... And I guess I can't reorder these until they come in. So it's still 2 months out before I even... And it's only 5,000. I thought I went with the 10,000. Even then, I was like, well, geez, I could have done more or needed to do more. But yeah. So, famous last words. It does seem a bit slower. Okay, British declare neutrality. That's fine. I don't think... So, accidentally, one of the things I should mention, if you haven't played this, is that if you start up, a lot of things are set to auto-manage, and so this was taking forever because the AI selected letters of marque, and that was definitely not what I want to do. So eventually we're going to get industry back. I think after that I am going to look at military too, just because it gives a lot that you need early on. But again, there's a lot else that presses in. Militia Act 2 is good. King Cotton, Government Funding 1. It's like, there's just not enough. But I don't know. I mean, that's reasonably priced, but I'm still thinking about legacy rifles as the next one when the money is there. Farm mechanization, we still haven't gotten up to the first one. Wait, is this the one I want? No, that's just cotton production, which I don't. Cotton production's great, but if you gotta rely on other people, it's a little bit trickier. All right, so we're over here. I think I'm gonna move Beauregard to Knoxville. Actually, while I do that, it might make sense to just join up with this army and send... I'm sure these guys are, yeah, woefully under strength. 3 guns. I mean, it's not even... doesn't really make sense to have that unit there. Since they're going to be traveling, might as well do this. And, yeah, same with these guys. 600 men is, like... it's just not worth it. Alright, that is that. I'm still looking for any signs of movement over here, but I'm not seeing them yet. I think... See, oh, I should have... So this is a blunder. Let's recount the ways. But, yeah, I should have been sending these guys back all along. Because, again, a 1,000-man unit, like, what's that going to do? 300-man unit, what's that going to do? 5 guns is actually something. Let's see how long this is going to take. 37, 42 days. So, again, that's kind of the price I pay for not paying more attention. 800 men should definitely be replenished. I guess it's going to have to be Georgians. And there they be. I don't know if that's true. All right, but we are going to need some numbers here. Alabama looks like Tennessee could, but that's more for others. South Carolina is the only one that might be able to. So we'll take them. Keep an eye on that. Army of Kentucky is 7,000 men. All right, so maybe when we get Zollicoffer up and running, we'll send him in a challenge kind of early on. I think one of the other things I might do is start. No, Probably should start moving commanders around because when the battles start, you know, that's when they start dying, and then it's like, oh, they died too quickly. Industrialization 1, that was me, I think. Yeah, it was. All right, I'm just gonna go with military 2. That's what I was talking about doing, so it's what I'm gonna do. But yeah, I do kind of want to go in here and just get rid of these guys that I don't care so much about. Man, I could have sent Johnston and Ewell back too to replenish. Probably should have sent them back to replenish, but I didn't. But can he be replaced? By Jubal early. All right, so I guess if they are commanding something, they can't. So this is going to require. Hey, we got Pelham. So we'll find a battery for him. And yeah, it's too much to do on video, but I'll move some commanders around here. Alright, so I made a few adjustments. I at least got Lee and Albert City Johnston out, and I think I got Jeb Stewart in charge of some cavalry. I haven't done it all because it's so time-consuming to do. At least it is for me. I mean, it is. I was wondering where Longstreet is, and now I see he's over here doing stuff he need not be doing. So we'll just we'll find someone else who's suitable enough for this. That probably is. Yeah, that'll probably be fine. We'll find other work for old Pete. Not to worry. Who's? Oh, that's odd that we lost. Huh? We lost that supply depot even though we're sitting on it. All right, so Price is gonna have to do a long march. And get back there. I'm still not sure that I like where Beauregard is. I think sometimes it can be useful to have a 5th force over here, but not sure what else would be a better decision. So since I am just kind of waiting, I'm not even building anything. Policies, you can see it's going to be a while before Military 2 is done. The projects over here, it's getting kind of close. Administration reform, actually. Nah, I don't like that one as much. This one I like, it just looks expensive. It is expensive. So yeah, I'm just sitting on a lot of stuff right now, and there's not too much to show, but I keep saying it, but I really do think, you know, it's coming. It's coming soon, I'm sure of it. Let's see how the loans are public, 8.2%. Total debt outstanding is 60 million. Yeah, I mean, compared to the debts we're gonna run, that's really not that much. So we're doing okay there. But if these guys are gonna be useful, we got to bring them up here, and I think it's time to start giving. I don't know if it's time to start giving Chase his own force or not. Probably, because it's probably better to have a number of medium-sized forces acting in concert, because large forces, as you know if you've played the game, they kind of run into supply problems after a while. So, yeah, maybe. Alright, so I am back from loading in something else, but probably in the video it doesn't show any of that, so it doesn't matter. But I do see here that I have the chance to go ahead and get the legacy rifles that I've said I would get. And I feel like that's what I should probably do. I mean, the other ones from military. Oops, I guess we're not on the right thing. I think without further ado, we're just going to go ahead and get those legacy rifles going. I don't hate railroad construction. I think that's a pretty decent one, but the funds aren't there yet. Policy-wise, what am I waiting on here? I'm still waiting on military 2. It's been like a day or two in real life since the previous part of the video was playing, so get my bearings here. Okay, so saith that. Yeah. I don't... Now they should be... Yeah, they should be... Why does it show them as here? I think this might be a bug with the new patch. I don't know. I started up Steam before this and there were... I don't know. There's at least one new patch. I didn't look at the number, but it seemed like it loaded and then another one also came through, so I'm not sure what that was about. Whoa, what are you doing here? See, now these guys were replenished when I had saved it last time, but maybe the patch... So the patch that came through, while I'm on the subject here, the patch that came through actually fixed the old saves. However, I deleted the old saves basically back until early September, and since this is already mid-June, I figured I've kind of already gone in the direction of... let's get Macintosh going here. I might as well at least see this through to the end here. Oh, by the way, since we did... What am I doing here? Since we have... Right, these aren't coming until the 12th. I do want to try to order... So we got the Mississippi's and the Plain... Whoa, why is there running order? Alright, so... that's why. That got flicked back on. I'm pretty sure nothing else got set back to auto-manage yet. This isn't on auto-manage. Tell me this isn't... Okay, this isn't... This isn't either. Alright, so I think it was just weapons. That's... Should be alright with that. But we're gonna get... It's not great, but... Springfield musket. Somehow, I have 6,000 Springfield rifle muskets. I gotta go distribute those. I would also say go ahead and order... I mean, these small orders don't really seem to make too much of a difference. So yeah, I'm just going to run the country into bankruptcy here. Department of the West. I gotta also kind of figure out where the biggest threats are. I think this is a massive... Well, 13,000... it's actually not that much massively larger. I think eventually these three forces are going to be okay. I got to get Beauregard some more troops, but I think supply is a problem. Yeah, I'm sure that I've been spending... That is just massively over. I mean, it's really army upkeep and supply depots, apparently, but... Oh, they have an army that's already crossed over here, so I didn't know that. So I got to start trying to keep West Virginia. All right, I'll bite. No, they only have 2,000. They only have 2,000. Did I never send these guys back to replenish? Again, I think I actually did, but it's just not showing up. All right, replenish 53 days. Well, all right, 2,000. Yeah, I'm gonna have to live with them being like that. That's fine. Jubal Early's guys. Sure, we'll give you a Springfield rifle musket. Cheatham. I trust you guys with the Mississippi's, so go ahead. The Springfield musket itself is not... Well, if we have 3,000, I want to give it to a full stack. I don't know if there's any artillery that's better than the 6-pounder. This is from the old auto-manage thing. 15 pieces. That's fine. Give him 24-pound howitzers. Or 12-pound howitzers. Or 12-pound field gun. Alright, we'll give him the 12-pound field gun. What should have given these guys? What's the big? We'll give him a 24-pound howitzer. Why not? And 12-pound field gun. Alright, so that at least gives Lee, I mean, for this point in mid-June, it gives him something of an army here. Johnston, they already have Enfields, that's fine. Donaldson, sure, we'll give Donaldson the other 3,000, and after that, I think we're out of decent guns. At least his infantry go. I mean, 24-pound howitzer. How many guns does this have? So we don't have enough to equip the Parrots. I think we just got to be okay with that. 12-pound Napoleon is fine. The Merrill Carbine, mediocre 300. It's not bad. And the only real alternative is going to be the Muscatoon, which I do not like at all. But they should replenish. Well, 37 days it is. How big is this force? Okay, they're going to eventually be 9,500. So, anyone else we can send against them? I think Johnston's the only one. Sure. So we get him off and running. It's actually, if Beauregard had a little bit better numbers, we'll see what the numbers look like here in a minute, because maybe we won't if I can't actually click on it. Yes, go replenish, because you're not doing anything right now. 5 guns. Yeah, we should be able to do better than that. Let's see what overall numbers. Yeah, overall numbers are just low, so I don't even see a reason to try to get Beauregard's numbers up. Johnston with 13,000. Army of Kentucky has 10,000. I don't know. I'm leaning towards maybe just throwing Johnston in sooner rather than later. Because if we get into Kentucky and get ourselves good and secure, this is usually a bit light on supply, but we can at least try to hold on to Charleston and keep West Virginia from being formed. Does Johnston have cav? He does. Actually in some okay numbers. So, not that that's the primary concern, but they do. John, what am I talking about? Longstreet. Oh, are there 2 armies here? Love when the AI does that. It's a good one. I don't think those are going to do anything, but we'll move them anyways. Oh, and there is an army over here, Department of Pennsylvania, with 18,000. Alright, so to deal with that, move them, move Lee, and we'll move Porterfield. Hopefully Johnson's able to get out of there in time. I'm not sure. But that's why we'll see. Yeah, 18,050 guns is is no joke. All right, we'll see how that plays. What are we doing over here? How's the Army of Kentucky responding? I mean, I would say let's just go for him. All right, we're trying to get our forces over here. Let's see what the Department of Pennsylvania does. Appear to be falling back. Department of Ohio is 19,000. Susquehanna has. So I mean it's a considerable force as well. So we'll send Magruder over there to kind of help out. They're stacking up armies here. But they can do that. Well, hopefully Johnston doesn't get overextended here. So that's 18,000. What do they got back behind that? 16,000. So at this point, since they haven't actually taken Grafton, I think stopping them makes sense. And them. Bring them back here. Yeah, use all those. Not sure that that worked, but same with them. Bring them there. Bring them there. We'll see what we can do with the force that is right there. Okay. So, as I turned here, we do have our engagement. Looks like we're slightly outnumbered and down quite a few guns, but that's going to be our first battle. I think I'm going to let this video just run as the kind of campaign level stuff. Here we're almost at the end of June, and so we're finally getting our first tactical battle, and that battle will be the second video of this campaign.